Well, welcome along to live stream number 16, and it's the Gobby Gaffer here. It's a little affectionate name I've given myself. It's just a bit of fun. The Gobby Gaffer, Gobby. Well, if you watch any of my videos, you'll realise I am quite Gobby. And the Gaffer, it's just an affectionate name that's given to football managers, isn't it? So the Gobby Gaffer, it's just a bit of fun. Managing Fiorentina, and we're doing okay. Won the domestic treble last season. This season we're going to try and give the Champions League a better go than we did last season. So anyway, I think we should jump straight in because tonight could be quite an exciting night. We've got Champions League games. We've got let me just scroll down there. We've got the Super Cup semi-final. We may well get to see the Italian Cup at third round. And there's 2 Champions League games in there. So let's jump in, let's dive in, and let's see where we're up to. So, yeah, like I say, we're doing okay at the moment. A stunning win against Barcelona at their place. A 2-0 win in the Champions League. Mike, where's the Gobby Gaff official Chelsea shirt? Yeah, I know there are quite a few YouTubers, one in particular who does buy the shirts of the... Hiya, Stevie. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, there's one YouTuber who does buy all the shirts of the teams that he manages, but then again, it's his full-time job and he earns a living off it. I don't, so... and to be quite honest, it wouldn't feel right buying another team's football shirt, even though I'm managing Chelsea. It wouldn't feel right because I'm a Manchester City fan and wearing a Chelsea shirt just wouldn't be right. I don't even agree with half and half scarves and all of that kind of malarkey. Okay, but less about Manchester City. So yeah, we're doing okay at the moment. Got beat by Roma earlier on. We played 10 games in Serie A. And we played 4 games now in the Champions League, won 3, drawn 1. We had a bit of a disappointing draw against Udinese in Serie A, but other than that, we're doing okay at the moment. Tonight, like I say, hopefully we'll get to see Champions League PSV and the Manchester City game. That's a really big one. The Italian Super Cup semi-final against Bologna, and the Italian Cup third round against Reggiana. May the dark side of the force be with you on Chelsea. Oh my God. I'd buy a self-put shirt, but I can't find one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think it, but I do love Football Manager. I am hoping and praying and willing this game to be the best computer game on the planet, or management simulation, as I prefer to. Well, I want it to be a management simulation. Yeah, I do love the game and I love football, but I don't think I could see myself buying shirts of other teams. It just wouldn't feel right. Hiya, Trev, mate. Yeah, it's going not too bad. It's Friday night, isn't it? Yeah, so my back's getting a little bit better now. So I'm going to go and see one of my grandsons. He's only, he's 5 this year. So he's started doing a little bit of football training and whatever. So I'm going to watch him in the morning. And then I've missed my other twin grandsons. Are in a football team. I've missed the last 2 weeks, which is very unusual because I'm kind of part of the team there, and I do all the video and the photography and stuff, and video the games, put the goals up, and I've really missed doing that the last 2 weeks, but I've just not been able to get there, and yeah. But anyway, yeah, so let's get some football played, shall we? And let's see if we can get down at least to this Italian Cup third round against Reggiana, and let's hope this little team here, let's hope we can give them a good drubbing, because we need the points. They are at the moment, in fact, let's have a quick look. So they are top of the Champions League group stage. They've won every game, so they're basically doing an Arsenal. and 12 points there. We've got 10 due to the fact we drew one of our games. But City, Bayern, Benfica, us, and then Arsenal, Leverkusen. And then if we go to so you're fully updated, Serie A. I mean, this is for any people who are tuning in, who are brand new to the channel. And I was on 14.95 subs before, and I thought, right, I needed another 5. So tonight's Chelsea video going up and the live stream, I should hit 1,500 subs by the end of the night, or at least tomorrow morning. Next time I looked, I'd lost one. I'm on 1494 now. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, top of the league there. Inter Milan are second, and we're doing okay at the moment. Little draw there, which is a bit of a blot on the copybook. But anyway, let's click through and see what we can do tonight. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying the Chelsea save. Avoid relegation the first season in the WSL with Sunderland women. Just about avoid relegation, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm very, very intrigued with the with these women's saves, but is there that they're in the Sunderland are in the first division, are they? Because I think there's only 2 leagues in there in the women's game in England. Yes, that's WSL is the Women's Super League, isn't it? Right, okay then. Oh, right, okay then. So I thought Sunderland were in the second division. Because I know, well, I think I know, Newcastle women's team are in the second division, aren't they? Yeah, so if you've just tuned in, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm playing it on the PS5. So we're moving towards this game against Juventus, is in the league. So I am quite enjoying the Chelsea save. I was about to say that before, wasn't I? Quite enjoying the Chelsea save. It was a bit of a weird one, really, because I kind of... When I started that one off, I looked at the squad and I thought, it's not an old squad, but it's an aging squad. You know, players of 30, 31, 32. For instance, in game now, Reece James is 33, and I've just offered him a new contract. He was willing to drop his wages down, but he wanted a 3-year contract, and I said, no, I'll give you a 2, and he turned his nose up at that. So... they're in the second. Oh, right, got them promoted. Managed to stay up in the first season. All right, so that's progress, and in it, Trev. Right, okay. Yes, I am quite enjoying that, but it was. I was a bit worried, really, because you know when you get on a bit of a roll, and I started to save, and I was in a transfer window, and these offers started coming in. I thought, well, that's decent money for him, you know. That's decent money for him. Enzo Fernandez, for instance. So I started selling 1 or 2 players. Then I sold 1 or 2 more. And the next thing you know, you've depleted the squad. So I was kind of a bit worried that the players I was bringing in, I mean, I do a lot of research, as I've said many times before. I do a lot of research on players before I bring them in. But I was a bit worried that I was going to kind of ruin Chelsea completely. But they're doing okay at the moment. I mean, I've spent a lot of money, so they should really be doing, but it is what it is. Let's just swap them out. If anybody has just tuned in, I play with a mouse and a keyboard as well, just for your information. Anybody watching this on a catch-up, I do play with a mouse and a keyboard. Hiya, Jason, mate. How's it going? I'm going to do a comp who can do better. I was on PC and PS5 and League 2, where we've gone. I have a 22 max squad and a wage cap, and he can do whatever he likes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether you can do that, Jason, because there's so much stuff left out of the console version that's in there. So you can't even, you can't really compare squads, because in the PC version, you've got all of the limits, haven't you? You know, you've got the foreigners rule, and you've got the all of the, I can't just think of the word at the moment, but you don't have that in the console version. We can basically sign who we want, when we want, and so I don't even know if there's a comparison that you can do. Estavio should be good for many years to come. His development varies from save to save, but in mine he's been the best winger in the world for years. Right, okay. He is injured for Chelsea at the moment, so that's not ideal. But yeah, he's got some competition on that side with Garnacho. But whenever I bring Estavio on, he always either assists or scores a goal. He is a very good player. Steve, after back-to-back promotions with Carlisle, I got the Sheffield United job in the Championship. Looked at Zimas as an option, but he's valued at 40 million, but not interested in joining me. That's a shame, that Zimas. So, of course, with the Chelsea save, the first thing I did was, let's go and look for Zimas. And I was 2 days late. He's already signed for a Saudi team. Why would Leeds sell him to a Saudi team? He's now worth 120 million in game. Even I can't afford him at Chelsea. So what a great striker he is. But the lad I brought in, Faber, he's doing very, very well at the moment. And well, I'm kind of giving the game away a little bit here. I've recorded a video today that goes out on Monday. So there are one or two little things going on with the striker position. No, you can't there. Dynamic console. Either they tried to put a little into it, but not comparable. Yeah, exactly. You know, the player. What's it called on PC? The player, whether they're happy or sad or whatever. Yeah, I find it a weird thing. I've been playing console now for a good few years, and this thing, in theory, it sounds great. You know, you have these three principles, and you say, right, set your three principles, and going forward, you want all your players to buy into that. And I set my three principles. Now, whether I'm picking, I don't know. Whether I'm picking the three principles actually work in the game, I don't know. But once I've done it, I never look at it again. It's all, you know, I'm going to get the things coming up saying, you know, oh, such a body has bought in a bit more or not buying it. I never bother with it. It doesn't really bother the save at all. Whereas, obviously, I mean, FM24 used to get called morale manager, didn't it? Because if the morale of your players dropped, then that's it. Your results would go to pot. Right, if you ask Garnacho to play on the right and cross instead of on the left and cutting in, he'd probably forfeit and ask him. Yeah, well, yeah, I know it's. I mean, to be honest, he scored a great goal today. Garnacho coming in off that right hand side, and because he's left and right footed, so. In game, when I took the save over, I thought, oh bloody hell, Garnacho, what am I going to do with him? United shunted him out. Is he going to be any good? But actually, in game, he is very, very good. He's a good player to have. But his player interaction and agents actually help you selling players on PC. Speak to the agents there. Yeah, well, Jason, I mean, we could all night, we could go on, couldn't we, about the things that are in the PC version that are not in the console version. And I think the console version does lack because of that. But then again, you know, I mean, they've nowhere near got the console version right, even in the limited version that it is. So at the moment, my view on it is just get this version right, and then we can start thinking about adding things in. Because at the moment, when they start adding things in or trying to fix things, they break something else. Ten Hag, these were going actually to stop the Muppet shooting. He scored an absolute perler today for Chelsea. Like I say, cutting in off that right-hand side, it was a peach. But obviously, it's in game, isn't it? And I mean, it's like, I don't know about you lads, but when I, you know, if a player is scouted and comes up in your scout report who you actually know and is a famous player at another club, I find generally when you sign them, they don't do that well. I'd rather sign people I've never heard of before and just do, you know, rather than thinking, oh, I'm signing a player here. I know him. I know who he plays for. He's a good player in real life, and I'm going to trust my gut there. I'd rather trust it on attributes and all of that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's go to the match. 15 minutes on the clock, and we've not played a bloody game yet. And I want to try and get through to that third round of the Italian Cup. Right, okay, so we got Lorenzo Luca up front. Montoro. Emery. Amatsuchi Erline. Right, let me just have a quick look. I have to remind myself when I come back to this. Saber Engard. Rubino, Zimash, Kalali. Right, okay. So we've got Amatucci 6.7, Emery 6.7. In my save, Tottenham only have one English player in a 23-man squad. Exactly. Must add final. Yes, is far nearer PC's back the missing bits than FM24. It's the same game. It was that far apart. Yeah, you are right, Jason. I mean, I think they are working towards that, but here's a relevant question. Should I do pre-season? Never have before. What do you mean, Jason? Do you mean should you actually put some friendlies in, or do you mean should you watch the friendlies? Which do you mean? I mean, you should always do friendlies. Should always have friendlies in there. If you can get 5 or 6 in there before the season kicks off. And don't forget to go in and rotate your team as well, which is something that I very often forget to do. But even though the assistant manager's got control, rotate your team. Yeah, normally my assistant does them. Yeah, well, I mean, this is so like Phil, who came in the other night. He, like I say, he's very data driven in his save. So he goes through everything with a fine tooth comb. You know how you mark players, whether you mark them tightly, whether you tackle them hard. He does all of that before games, and he always watches every single pre-season game. I don't. I've never watched them, and I just let my assistant do them. All I'm bothered in is players' fitness. That's all I'm bothered in. It's personal choice, Jason, whether you do that or not. If let's say you bought quite a few new players in, you might want to see how they're fitting in and how they're playing. You might want to test the tactic or a formation out and see whether it's working or not. But generally, my opinion on that is that I always play smaller teams in my friendly just to get fitness up. Really, for competitiveness, if that's what you're looking for, you really need to play teams of the same calibre as yourself, and then you can see whether your tactic and formation is working. But then again, you might lose every pre-season friendly. So it swings and roundabouts, isn't it, really? Setting the starting date of the save at early pre-season. I say yes if you're doing transfers. More time to get them. I don't know whether he means that, Mike. I think he means actually watching the games. I never quick result friendlies. That's a guaranteed injury for me. No, I just in the responsibilities, I just have my assistant manager handle all of the friendlies. Like assistant doing individual instructions too. That's probably a mistake. Individual instructions. No, I like to do my own instructions. But you know, once again, it's all about what you it's personal preference, isn't it, really? Because, I mean, the other side of it as well is if you've set up like 6 pre-season friendlies and you watch them all, then rather than clicking a button and getting a result, you're sitting there for however long, aren't you, watching these games? And depending on who you're playing, then it could be a bit of a bore fest, couldn't it? But like I say, once again, it's all personal preference, isn't it, really? Well, we won't get any Midlands fans in tonight, will we? It's Wolves Villa tonight, so there'll be no Midlands fans in. Most of the assistant advice on individual opponent instructions is actually correct most of the time. I'm doing this, I've only changed a few minor things. Right, okay, Juventus. I was just looking there. I don't know how correct that is. I'm sure it is very correct, but the last 3 times we've played Juventus, we've lost 2 and drawn 1. So they seem to have our number a little bit. But we are at home, and let's see if we can do a bit of a number on Juventus. We need to do, because we need to keep the points to keep on top, and we need to get the momentum leading into the Champions League games. Right, so we're doing absolutely nothing in this game. Let's move it up to positive, and let's give them a demand more. I'm using that more and more now. I don't know whether it makes any difference, but usually when I do a demand more, it normally means that we step it up a little bit. Ball over the top, headed back, and Juventus win that one. That's why I don't really like that lobbed ball over the top, unless it's lobbed over the back of the defence. Like that. There's a perfect example. So that kind of long ball, I love. Just drop it over the back of the defence for Lorenzo or Zimash, and it's in the back of the net, and it is 1-0. Wolves win. The Villa meltdown. Yeah, it's a funny old season in the Premier League. There's no doubt about it, you know. I mean, at times Villa have looked very capable of getting themselves, you know, into a very good position, and then other times they've looked awful. But then you can label that with City as well, you know. I mean, look at the Arsenal-Wolves game the other week. You know, you would have put your mortgage on Arsenal winning that game, and yet Wolves get a 2-2. It's a very, very odd season. Very, very odd season. I mean, apparently noticed a little bit of that as well. I don't know whether you lads have noticed it, but a little bit of glitchiness when the ball goes onto that left-hand side goal. I had it in my Chelsea save today. Yeah, apparently the Everton United game on, was it Monday night, was a very poor game, but United got the points in the end, so. Right, well, we had 3 shots now, only 1 on target though. And the pass maps, I've got the pass maps up all the time now. Aren't they fascinating, the pass maps? I don't really know what to do with them, and that might just be me being a bit of a dumbo. I don't know, but you know, the fact that my right back is passing really well to my right winger. Great, brilliant, love it. Have the pass map charts helped at all? I'm just speaking about on mic. Poor was understatement. Yeah, I know it's. But like I say, it is a very, very strange season. It's nicely won now by Emery. He needs to step up a little bit. I don't think I've been that impressed with him, Emery, up to now. But I don't know whether that's DM's. I mean, what's his face in the Chelsea save? Romeo Lavia. He's one of the only ones I've kept on, really. And I'm not impressed with him. He's not performing that well. Well, What's that? Pass maps are confusing, not a clue. You've definitely got a great excuse now to be a Chelsea fan on Sunday. Yeah, exactly, I know. But it's weird, isn't it? You don't, it's like City Leeds a few seasons ago. I would have said, oh yeah, City winning that one. Now you just don't know. Arsenal went there a few weeks ago and battered them, but they are playing decent football at the moment. Leeds, who knows? Who knows? And Chelsea are up and down like a yo-yo. This new manager looks as though he's got the personality of a piece of cardboard, hasn't he? And I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't know what his credentials are or were for the Chelsea job, other than it's their like sister club. What I learnt Monday was Sesko is very fast, right? It's helpful to see the average positions of your players on the pitch so that you know who has boxed in. All right, so the normal 2D radar. I'll take your word for it, Mike. Take your word for it. All I'm taking from the past maps is if you get loads of nice bright green lines, I'm guessing we're doing well. Everything's working fine if we're getting nice green passing lines. Right, we address the team. I'm going to say please. Everybody's looking okay. Jumping at the second half. Couldn't do with another goal here, lads. If that could be arranged, I'd send him off, ref, if I were you. Oh, you're not bothered about one? No, never mind. Okay, we do get to see the free kick. That's another weird one in FM26 as well. A lot of the free kicks, like that one there, very often, a good 50% of the time, that happens, you don't even get to see the free kick. It's weird. It's like the highlight was the player getting crunched. Oh, that's a nice goal. Lorenzo Luca. I mean, he jumped up there and then just guided the ball, didn't he? Let's have a look at that one again. That was a very nice guided header. Montoro with the cross. Lorenzo Luca. Very nicely guided. Very nicely guided. Right, okay, we are winning 2-0 now. So that's okay. Do get a highlight from the kickoff though, which I don't know whether. Do we always get a highlight from the kickoff? Okay, Diaz down the right hand side. Well, we are getting one. Nicely defended again. Although as I say that, we play the ball to a Juventus player. Right, come on lads, sort yourself out. Spread the ball out a bit. It's way too congested. Diouf, that's it. Get it over the other side. It's too congested over here. Camuso, that's it. Pass it across. And again, that's the one. Right, get it down the wing now. Go on, Montoro. He's decided not to go, though, for the 1-2. Emery into Potter. Potter should score with that. It's gone too wide. Emery saved. Lorenzo Luca might just be the best striker in football manager history. Yeah, it's... He's a very good striker, and of course, I've got Zimash on the bench. Although just thinking about it, from a weird perspective, I'd rather Zimash was sat on our bench than playing for somebody else in Serie A and scoring goals against us. So I think I've done us a little bit of a solid there. Right, okay, 61 minutes. We're looking a little bit tired here. I think I will bring, should I bring Luca off and bring Zimash on? I'm going to do it. You know what? He'll be annoyed because he's on a hat-trick, isn't he? But at the end of the day, who gives the monkeys? Right, okay, who are we going to play here now? Oh, Kalali can come on the right. I just have to refresh my memory of who I've got. Karim on the left. Unless he's injured. No, he's there. And another one. Another DM. Oh, Engard can come on. Do a Forest game then. Sorry about that. Phone calls in the middle of Football Manager. What's going on there? Somebody carrying out a survey. I don't know. I don't think they realise who they're speaking to. I mean, Pep Guardiola wouldn't take a phone call in the middle of a game, would he? Right, okay, 4 changes made. Let's carry on. We are winning this 2-0, but there is half an hour of the game to go. I can't remember what. On the wings. Zimash on the wings. Now, there's a novelty. Yeah, I think you did. I don't remember you saying that, Mike. He can play right across that line as well. So, maybe. I mean, maybe Zimash on the left, because I've got Potter. But that Kerim just doesn't seem to have settled in. And Zimash has scored from header as well now. I really wonder how difficult would it be to win the Champions League with Swedish clubs. I don't know, mate. I've just signed a Swedish midfielder for Chelsea, so that's about as much as I know, really. I don't know, actually. I mean, I'm guessing it can be done. I mean, Mike's won the Champions League with Southport, so, you know, I'm sure, you know, as a base starter, a lot of Swedish clubs would be better than Southport, so I think it could be done. Don't see why not. Paz beats his man easily. He's going to hit that. No, he's not. Gothenburg did in the 80s, right? Yeah. Nice ball through. Pass back of the net. And all of a sudden, we just seem to have just gone into a different gear. So Paz gets on the score sheet as well. And who was the assist maker? Zimash. You know, I think you might be right. I'm wondering actually whether we should play him as an attacking mid and put Paz on the left-hand side. Maybe. Sign some South American wonder kids, etc. Yeah, why not? I mean, to be honest, I mean, I've seen I've seen people start saves on the PC, obviously, with a generated league below the National League North and South. And they've won the Champions League with them. So if that can be done, then, you know, I'm sure a Swedish club could win it eventually. Not the Champions League. Right. Did I misread you? I wonder how difficult it would be to win the Champions League with Sweden. UEFA Cup, not the Champions League. I don't really get what you're saying there, mate. Okay, would have thought there would have been an announcement from my the latest updates due next week, going by their usual pattern. Do we want any more updates, though, Jason? At the moment, the track record seems to be do an update, break something else. I mean, I've been doing live streams now for a good while, and recently, even on a live stream, I'm getting freezes. Games just, well, I mean, that obviously the Marseille game was off the scale bonkers, but I even had one in Mondays, didn't I? The game glitched, didn't it? And I had to send a report off to Sony. So there seems to be more and more of them coming in. Right, okay, address the team. We are going to be very delighted by that. So moving towards the Manchester City Champions League game. Can we hack it against Manchester City or not? That is the big question. Because we're in 2029 and Erling Haaland will be at his peak. So, right, let's have a quick look. 11th to the 24th. Okay, then. So we've got, what's that, 13 days now before we play Lazio. I might just give them a bit of a rest, actually. Is this another bonkers international break now? And then, of course, then the next game is squeezed. The next 2 games are squeezed into 3 days. I was right to Jason. Cup twice in the 80s, but Swedish clubs never won a Champions League. Final since night, lost to Nottingham Forest. Right, okay, let's, yeah, so we've got a break now, haven't we? I'm guessing it's for bloody internationals. Oh my God, I don't know, the more I play Football Manager, the more I'm absolutely detesting international football. Doing that with a team from Norway, Sweden or Denmark, but I would only be allowed to sign Scandinavian players for the challenge. Need to keep saving this as well. I need to keep reminding myself to keep saving, just in case it crashes again. If anybody has popped their head in tonight, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm playing it on the PS5. It is an international break. I do wonder what the methodology of all of this is. That, you know, you have these international breaks where, like 2 weeks, whatever it is. There's one in Football Manager that lasts for 4 weeks nearly, and then all your league games all get crunched up. Then you're playing a game every 3 days just to wedge those games back in. I mean, where do they think these players come from for the international games? They actually come from league teams. I don't get it. I hate it. Tabas ruined La Liga, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm just hoping. I did this a while ago and I didn't put a friendly in, and by the time we got to the next game, all my players were bloody shattered. Or, well, not fit, not shattered, but just not match fit. Engard has scored his first goal for Denmark. Starting next season, the Morons decided it's the way forward. What's this airline? Okay. I do hope he's not injury prone, this lad, you know. He's had 1 or 2 injuries, hasn't he? Martel's injured. So is this playing for the country then? So I'm sending players away who we've kept nice and fit. We've fed them 3 meals a day. And then they've been on, you know, they've been on fitness regimes and everything. Send them to the international teams and they come back injured. Absolutely marvellous. Saba's injured as well now, so that's 3 injuries we picked up. Not ideal, this, is it? Because one of the next games coming up is Manchester City, so not ideal picking all these injuries up. Do I dislike international football like Euros, World Cup, the lot? Well, so it's a really interesting conversation, isn't it, Stevie? Because I made a statement a few live streams ago that why don't we just play all of the international football in the summer? And somebody came back and said, but the South American leagues are played through the summer. And you're like, fair play, didn't realise that. So when do we actually play international football? I mean, I have nothing against, because it's like anything, isn't it? Let's say, for instance, today we said, I tell you what, kicking this bag of wind round a football pitch is, we'll stick sticks at the end of and we'll try and see if we can score. We've made up a game. It's called football. And then you roll it on a year or two, and then you get some very, very good players playing. And then the next step is like, you know what? He plays for England. He plays for Spain. He plays for Argentina. Let's move them into international football, because that's a logical next step. And per se, I have nothing against that. But the problem I'm finding at the moment is that the bread and butter stuff, the clubs and the players they're all second class citizens now. International football has just taken over completely. And we even have international breaks to play international friendlies now. And it's just a joke. It's a joke. And I know this is only a computer game, so, it's fantasy land. But you can see it here, We've got an 11, 12-day break now where there's no league football being played. And then we come straight back. And because of that, we're now playing on the 23rd and the 27th in Serie A. And I've got to try and keep my players fit. So, okay, yeah, I mean, I have watched the World Cup. I have watched the Euros. I do support England when they're playing. But I would happily do away with international football. I happily would do, because if you take what I just said before about the South American teams playing through the summer, so I don't know. So what happens then in a World Cup season? What happens with the South American players? Do their teams? Because I've managed in Brazil. I can't remember what happened now. I don't know whether we actually close the league down while international football's on, or whether we just have to put up with the fact that you're losing a load of players for Brazil and Argentina, Uruguay, all of that kind of thing. I don't like the way that international football is dictating now. When they spot a player, we want him. We want him for England. He's playing for England now. And the manager can't say, well, I'm sorry, but we need it. No. They take full control of it all. I really don't like it. Don't like it at all. And and once again, I always try to think fair-mindedly about this, and I understand that statement is coming from a Manchester City fan who in the last 10, 11 years or whatever, have won everything on the planet. So I am watching world-class footballers every week. I understand that for, I don't know, let's say, for instance, Stevenage fans, the way that they get to see world-class players playing is by going and watching internationals. They'll happily go and watch Stevenage knock a ball about every Saturday or whatever. But when they want to see international players playing live, they go and watch it. So I get that. I understand that, I've got a very biased and tinted view on it because I'm watching international players all of the time. So once again, there is balance to be had, isn't there? It's all about opinions, isn't it? And, it's just my opinion. Okay, right back. Who we got who can play there? Conde, I brought him in, didn't I? Conde can come in. You can check their pros and cons screen if the player is known to be injury prone. They'll be listed in the cons. There's also injury. Yeah, I realise that, Mike. For a fan from England, Italy, Spain, that might be true. But for a football fan from a smaller nation like the one in Africa, international football might be infinitely more important. Well, I've just made that point, haven't I, Mike? So what you've said there is basically the same as me saying that fans from Stevenage, get to see their, international players, world-class players, playing for their international team. So I get that. I understand that. I always like to try and be balanced. And, generally whatever I say on the, on the live stream is just my opinion. So, I'm not... but it does wind me up an awful lot. And it winds me up in game, It's like I'm constantly looking for the next match. How many days is it before the next match? Because I know if I'm playing on the 23rd and the 27th, like we are doing, and I don't put some rest time in there, by half time, all my players will be shattered. And I have to get some rest time in there. And what's causing that? International football. Because we've just had an 11, 12-day break. Right, okay. Getting off my soapbox now. I think we'll go into... Shall we give Z-Mash a bit of a run out? I don't want us to start rotating these round a little bit, actually. Let's give Z-Mash a bit of a run out. It's a shame for him to be sat on the bench when we know how good he is. Right, come on. Lazio. Let's see if we can do them. Right, okay. So it is an away game, this one. In the game, it's annoying. I have to rest my players between the time they get back from internationals and my next scheduled game, or they're all knackered or injured. Yeah, exactly. I love international football, even though I'm Scottish and I've never really had anything to get excited about. I mean, Stevie, there is no doubt, but I think... I don't know whether sometimes I don't think I put myself across very well, but I think there needs to be some balance needs to be had, doesn't it? Balance needs to be had, and I don't feel like there is a balance in the fact that the international teams seem to have first pick on players. The fact that. Like, let's take Phil Foden, for instance. Phil Foden has been at City since he was about 7 or 8. We've educated that lad. We've fed him, we've watered him, we've trained him, and we brought him through the ranks. And, and then all of a sudden he becomes a brilliant player. And then England say, oh, we want Phil Foden, thanks very much. So Phil Foden gets taken out of the equation. And then he may well get injured on international duty. Obviously, Phil Foden would want to play, wouldn't he? He'd want to play for England. It's a feather in his cap. But it just, like I say, I think there needs to be some balance. And I don't feel like there's enough balance in it. And of course, it's not, I'm mouthing off here, but a lot of the managers now and players as well are complaining about the amount of football that they play. So... I know nobody's going to get the violins out and stuff, but when City played Newcastle the other week, it was like 90 odd minutes of football, and Haaland worked his socks off in that game, and at the end of the game, he just collapsed on the ground and lay on his back, and you could see him, he was physically exhausted. And I've watched a lot of Haaland's video channel. And the way he looks after his body, that fella, he shouldn't be that tired after 90 odd minutes of football. But of course, the amount of games that they play in internationals and all of that kind of thing, it doesn't help, does it really? The simplest solution is less games for clubs per year, less league games, less Champions League games, but that's not happening. Huge revenue loss. Of course, that's the. By the way, Paz has just equalised. That is the big thing, isn't it? You know, it's like the Champions League. They've extended that and put more games into that, and of course, it's more money, more prestige, and I don't know. Obviously, I'm only looking at it from a football manager point of view, and I can see the problems that it's causing me in game. But then in real life, I'm sure if the players were absolutely fed up with it all, they'd probably go on strike, or they'd voice their. One or two have voiced opinions, but not too many. So I'm guessing the players are okay with it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, Jason, it's a big mystery to everybody. Um, there was a big rumor about, because he did come back at the beginning of this season, didn't he? And he started looking sharp again. But before that, he had fallen off a cliff, and there was a big rumor that he'd had this like a viral illness that sapped him of his energy, and it went on for months and months. That was the rumour. Now, whether that's come back, it's still causing him problems, I don't know. But he's certainly not. He's certainly not the player that he was. I feel sorry for Phil because there are one or two City fans getting on his back now. It won't be older City fans getting on his back. It'll be the new breed that we brought in. So we're losing 2-1 at half time there. I thought when we got back into the game we were doing okay, but that's not great, is it really? And the game is actually prompting me to say angry. I think we are actually going to say angry. But you see, here we go again. This is the first game after the international break. So what does that tell you? We're going to have to bring Hendricks on because Diouf is very tired. Zimash not having the greatest of times up front. Paz is on a 7.48, but Lewis Potter's on a... Right, I think what we might do then, we might take Mike's suggestion, put Zimash out on the wing and bring Lorenzo Luca on up front. Let me just make sure I've got... I've been making this mistake in the Chelsea save once again. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Right, we're on a positive mentality, aren't we? Okay, come on, lads. This is not good enough. And I think the next game actually is Manchester City. We need to give them a demand more as well. Yeah, come on. Right, we've had 6 shots, but only 1 on target. Never shame if fans on his back never know behind closed doors. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Exactly. The same thing happened with Edison. The same thing happened with Kyle Walker, Gundogan. A lot of these new modern City fans that have never been through what most football fans, I was going to say what I've been through, but most football fans go through that, don't they, in their life as a football fan. I've seen City on a wet, windy night in Stockport get beat by Stockport County. And but these new modern fans, they want instant success. They've had it, it's brilliant. But then all of a sudden, Kyle Walker, he's just dropped off a little bit. Get him out of my club. He's stinking my club out. Same with Gundogan. Edison's wife got absolute shite on social media to the point where, I think she was a bit of a decision maker in him leaving because, City fans turned against him. And you're talking about world-class players there. Kyle Walker, probably the best right back in the Premier League for years. And then these new City fans just want that instant gratification. and then they're not getting it. So it's, you know, get them out of my club. It's not nice, really, but that's how it is. And we've actually got beat there. Right, I've got a real dilemma now because I'm... Yeah, I know, Trev, I know. It's happening more and more, this, isn't it, now? Yeah, exactly, Jason. You know, it is. It's the, you know, I mean, I was just making the point with Erling Haaland, but there'll be lots of players in the Premier League and international players around the world who'll be having the same problem. They're playing too much football. They're elite athletes, these people. And, okay, you know, the new band of supporter would say, well, they're getting paid a fortune. It doesn't really matter that. The human body is only capable of so much. Stevie G, best of 3. You hit the nail on the head. So I was just, before I read Jason's comment there, I was just going to say this puts me in a spot now. Because if this goes back to the beginning of the Lazio game, what do I do now? PlayStation doing you a favour. So, did that game stand? No, it didn't. 16th, 24th. Between the crashes and the UI, something's been started. I can't click on anything. Mouse or controller. Last update did more harm than good. I am just thinking, very honestly here, thinking, I don't know whether, with the game in this state, whether I can live stream. It's not done it on my Chelsea save. That save did crash a few weeks ago when it was with Leeds United, but this is the second time. It happened on Monday, it's happened tonight. I don't know whether I can live stream with it like this. I'm being honest now because, like Stevie said there, I know he was only joking, but it's a valid point. So what do I do now? Do I do best of 3 on that? Because we've lost it. If I win this next one, in theory, I've reloaded, haven't I? So we do best of 3. I can't keep doing best of 3. Crazy that I've never had it once and you get it regularly. I wonder what it is, that. I wonder what it is. Because, like, my PlayStation's pretty new. In fact, I bought it for... I gave my old one to my daughter and I bought a brand new one for FM26 coming out. So it's not even 6 months old yet. Right, I think for fairness sake, we've lost that game because we did lose it. Okay, it crashed at the end of it, but we did lose it. So we've lost the Lazio game. How I work that into the game now, I don't know. I'm not sure. Do I keep instant resulting till we lose it and then move on? This is what I say. Is there any point in live streaming now when I've got this dilemma all of the time? I mean, there is a point where it's funny, and then there's another point where it's getting bloody annoying now. And I've got to deal with all of this. I've got to handle this. Right, well, there's no doubt about it. For fairness sake, I wasn't happy with the best of 3 last time. I wasn't happy with that. And probably even less happy that we did actually win the game eventually. Put your striker in goal. Oh, my God. What is going on with this game? So that report that goes off to Sony, does it actually go off to Sony? Because if it does, they must have had loads of them. It could have happened on a win too. I just take the result of the game. Doesn't end in a crash. Fairness to be damned. Or play the squad players. Play your youth players. Yeah, I mean, somehow now, ridiculously, I've got to try and manufacture a loss now, which is a little bit bonkers. I mean, not that it would have made any difference, but I was busy being gobby there through that game, and I didn't actually make any subs, I don't think. Or if I did, there wasn't many. So the game had finished before I made any subs, so I didn't affect the game. So it's kind of my fault. Well, it's not my fault that we lost, but I could have affected it in a better way. Right, okay, let's give this a save here. And let's try and manufacture a loss. Right, reduce team selection. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, put your goal in the right. Okay. How about trying a bonkers tactic? You might strike goal trying to lose. You never know, do you? You never know. Okay, let's right. Let's put all of the. We'll put Martinelli in goal. Hendricks can go there. Central defenders, we've got Saba. And who else have we got? Central defender. We've got him who's on the transfer list. There's what's going on there with my right back. The name's missing. We played Lazio before, haven't we? So my new theory that actually it's not the game, it's the teams that are bugged. But we have played Lazio before. Okay, we'll put Moise Keane up front because he never plays. Ridiculously. And we'll bring... Martel can come in as a DM. Who else? Engard. The right back is Erline, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's bring in Conda can play there. And what else can we do here? Martel, Engard, Amatucci. We'll bring Amatucci on. We'll put him back there. And the two wingers, we'll bring Kerim on because he never plays well. And have we still got Tapia or did he go? I've still got him written down here. I need to get my bloody Tipex out. He's not with us anymore, is he? Right side. Who can we play there? We'll just leave Montoro on. Right, let me just do... Right, we're going to instant result list and try and generate a loss here. It could have been worse. It could have been the City Champions League game, couldn't it? Yeah, that's great. If he's lacking sharpness and he lets in 3 goals, that's amazing. We won it 3-2. I mean, is this game taking the piss or what? Is it taking the piss? I had my full starting 11 out for the last game and we got beat 2-1. I've just put what I would consider to probably be my worst 11 in and I've won 3-2. Resting players for the Champions League. I like your thought process. Oh, that's brilliant, Stevie. That's comment of the evening up to now. That is brilliant. I love it. Right, let's load game. No. Fiorentina. You know what? You've got a really good point there, Stevie. You have got a really good point. Because in theory, I'm trying to manufacture a loss now. But by doing that, I'm resting players for the City game. You can't bloody win, can you? Okay, let's try it again. Instant result again. Let's see. Yeah. You've got to laugh, haven't you? Maybe the AI in the game realised what it had done at the end of that game, and maybe it thought, oh, bloody hell, Fiorentina have lost, what have we done there? Let's just crash the game. If you've just joined the stream, I've not gone absolutely bonkers here. We are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. But once again, the game has crashed. So we're now trying to manufacture the result at the end of the game that it crashed at. The tactic is too good. Just take the win. PlayStation did you a favour, says Trev. Right, okay, let's I mean, it might take something drastic then, mightn't it? Let's just, no. What are we doing here now? What am I doing here? What am I doing? Doing that. Doing that. And that. Right. Okay, let's do something a bit drastic here. This is what I say. I'm going to have to make a decision in the next few weeks now about whether I stop live streaming then, because if it's going to do this, there's no point. This is just a waste of time. Nobody wants to see this, do they? Right, let's review the team selection. Right, let's put who's the smallest player on the pitch? Martel. How tall is he? He's 6'2". He's no bloody good. Kalali, how tall is he? 6 foot. I've got a team of bloody giants here. Nico Paz, how tall is he? 6'1". Erline, he can't be very big. He's 6'3". Oh my god, I built a team of giants. What's going on? Beltran, his sharpness is on the floor. 5'9". Right, Beltran can go in goal. Beltran in goal. Right, okay. And we're not going to play with a striker. So King can play on that side. And we're going to do that. How about that? How's that for a bonkers lineup, Mike? How about that? And also what we'll do is we'll switch these around. This will confuse the hell out of it, won't it? Let's switch these around. Engard can switch with him. Right, we'll do that. Right. Surely we lose the game now. We've got Beltran in goal and everybody out of possession is running like mad across the pitch trying to get themselves in the right position. Surely we lose this game now. Right, what are we doing here? No, not doing that. We're doing instant result. Look, I've got myself confused now. Instant result. Yeah. Go on. Hit me with it. Ah, okay, Trev. Okay. Okay. Yes. Good point. Good point. Very good point. Right. What was it? Belgium closed his contract. He had to play at least one game in goal. Jason, I have no words. You know what? Oh my God. I tell you what, if I could make a short about this, it would be up tomorrow first thing. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. There is literally no way. All right, okay, let's do it. Let's go about it a different way. Right, we've played them, haven't we? I'm getting myself confused here now. So let's see. Yeah, we did 1-0 away. Right, okay. Let's do this. Right, load game. No, I've got to be careful. I click the right buttons here. Fiorentina. Right, okay. Clean sheet bonus. I mean, it's just... It should be instant every game. You will win the lots. Exactly. I mean, I'm having weird thoughts here about this game, you know. I'm having some weird thoughts about this game. I mean, is it fixed? Is it fixed, this game? There's no way. Right, okay. Hiya, Craig. Just watching the Wolves game. How's it going this evening? It's going absolute... It's madness, Craig. It's absolute madness. The game has crashed at the end of a game and we got beat by Lazio. This is in a nutshell for you. So, just for fairness, Stevie said best of 3. I don't really want to be doing that. But we lost the game. It crashed. Fine. We've lost the game. I'm now trying to manufacture a loss against Lazio. And it won't let me lose now. Right, okay. Review team selection. Okay. So, let's put Beltran in goal. And we're going to... Keane can go over here. Amatucci over there. Right, okay. So let's make sure we save that. Just accept PlayStation's help and take the bloody win. The problem is, Trev, I mean, I know we have a bit of a laugh in you know, playing this, but I do actually take the game really seriously. And if we win Serie A, and well, actually, I suppose if we win, oh, I don't know, bloody hell. It's not like that never happened before. There's been stories the instant result wins 80% of the time. It may be worth watching the game. I am going to watch it now, Jason. Yeah, don't play Beltran in goal. He kept a clean sheet. Oh my God. Right, okay, so I've swapped the players over, haven't I? So Kerim's on that side. We'll swap these around and we'll swap those around. Right, we're gonna play the match now. Right, okay. Now, Sports Interactive, if we win this game playing this with a left winger in goal and players running around the pitch trying to get into position, out of possession, there's an email going off to Sports Interactive because I think this is proving something. I'm saying nothing, but Right, let's do this. Surely. Right, so the assistant manager has got no hand in this now. This is all me. The fans are going to be going absolutely bananas. I'm not even touching it actually. I'm not going to touch it. Let's stay unbalanced. We've actually had a shot. Lazio doing nothing. Here we go. Here we go. Look at Beltran in the goal. It's like, spot the goalkeeper. Where is he? He's actually down there. Beltran. Oh, God. What is that striker's formation all about, by the way? Oh, my God. Come on, Lazio. You can do it. Oh, Jesus. This is absolute madness, this. This is absolute madness. Here we go, the ball away. Here we go, here we go. Here's the goal. Beltran, what's he going to do with this? Here's a goal, there's a goal. Beltran, 5'9". He's probably about, I don't know, is he a foot short there of trying to get his hands to that? It's 1-0. Right, here we go. This might be the new meta formation in Football Manager. Go very defensive. It's all right. We're losing 1-0 now. We ain't scoring a goal because I've got no striker on the pitch. Oh, look at Beltran. Don't you feel sorry for him? Look how tiny he is in goal. I think you were right. Was it Mike who said, I think, or was it Trev who said, I think basically the assistant manager was, yeah, there we go. Hiya, Stuart, mate. How are you doing? Proves my instant result theory. I bet this wouldn't happen on a Thursday. It's always Fridays, isn't it? No, Craig, it happened on Monday as well. The game crashed on Monday as well. How's the season going? The season's going not bad, Stuart. Tonight, however, is another one of those monumental... I mean, it's just been a car crash tonight, the game. So, Stuart, I'm actually trying to lose this game, believe it or not. I'm trying to lose it. But Lazio are winning 2-0 now, so I'm actually getting the result that I want. But of course, I suppose the thing is, if we lose Serie A on goal difference because Lazio put 4 past us today, then that's still affected the game, hasn't it? Right, so we lost 2-1, didn't we, in the first game? "44 minutes. It's that. I'm starting to call it the golden moment. This 43 minutes and 46 seconds, where Football Manager loves to put a highlight in. Okay, it doesn't apply in Italy. Does it not? Whether it's like I have to cross the ball and so nobody enters the penalty box, or it's laps for everyone tomorrow. Right, so we're addressing the team. I'm not going to say anything. But what I am going to do now is I am going to bring... I'm going to put Keane up top. Because it's 2-0 and I don't want it to get any worse than that. So Amatucci can go in midfield. So let's switch these around. Amatucci in there. Keane. Martel Engard. And Hendricks and Conde. Right, and we will put a goalkeeper in. We'll put my reserve goalkeeper in. Martinelli can come on. Kerim needs to switch over there. Right, I think that's okay. Have a playoff. Right, okay, so we're losing 2-0 now. That's more like a formation that would... in fact, I might go defensive. So I'm trying to replicate that scoreline now. Right. Okay. So I don't really want to concede any more goals now, but the fact that we've lost the game is... I suppose the problem I've got, mind you, there again, I suppose we did lose it. I'm trying to replicate that. It's just like for momentum going into the City game. It's not great, is it, really? See, we've got a full-size goalkeeper in now. If Beltran had been in goal, that would have gone straight in the top corner. Poor old Beltran. How about a keeper as a striker? Might as well have a keeper, have a career goal. Hey, there's the one. Moise Keane scored. It's 2-1. Villa game sounds another bore fest. Right, what's going to happen here now? We've actually had 8 shots, 5 on target. So even now we're still doing okay. Right, hang about. Let me just manufacture this a bit more. The comeback's on. Quick, put Beltran back in goal. Oh my God. I don't want to concede anymore, but let's bring Marino on for Keane and drop him in there. And let's try and get this as a 2-1 now. So I think it was Mike who said, I think, yeah, doing the instant result, because it was such an outlandish, player positionings, I think he was just switching it all back. And that's why we were getting the result. Right, looks like I've managed to replicate the result here. 2-1 loss. Well, I did want to get that Italian Cup third round game in tonight, but there's no chance of that now. How long have we been on now? Nearly an hour and a half. It's only the second game I've played. Okay, right. Address the team, and we are going to be disappointed, obviously. For the love of God, save it. Yeah. Things we learned today. If you've seen it, put a winger in goal. If you want to score a goal, switch to defensive mentality. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. I mean, how long did we play? We played FM24 for 2 years. Never had anything like this at all. Right. Oh, it's not the City game now. It's PSV. Then it's Bergamo, and then Manchester City. Got 3 home games on the trot now. Right, 24th, 27th. It's the 25th. Right, so I can only get 1 day in there. Although it doesn't really matter, does it, to be honest? Because it is the reserve team. We'll do it anyway. Force of habit. Let's give them a day's rest. Training. 1 day. Well, at least we can laugh about it, can't we? It's, you know... I think from when I first started live streaming and Mr. Ed used to come in, and I think I've learned a lot. I've calmed down an awful lot. He used to count me down to a toys out of the pram. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toys out of the pram. I think I've calmed down a lot since those days. Right. What's Karim injured? Oh, that's going to be a big loss, isn't it? Celeste grab a deserved win. What about my part in it? Why don't I get I should get a sick VG for that. Right, okay, we're going into a Champions League game now. Let's see if we can beat PSV. Right, okay, let's get this team back into some kind of an order. Oh, look at the state of the team. And even then we only lost 2-1. Right, Lorenzo Luca can come on for Keane up front. And we want him as a target forward. Montoro, we want Potter out on that side. Lewis Potter. Paz wants to come in there. And then we need Emery. And was it Martel who was in there? Martel. I think it was Martel in there, wasn't it, with Emery? Diouf. And Carnasecci in goal. Well, I blame the weather. It can't be... and we want Camuso and Tomori in there. And which way round did I have them? I think Tomori was on the left, wasn't he? Tomori, yep. And then right back, we want... It is Erline, but Erline's injured, isn't he? Oh, he's back now. Right, okay. Right, I think that is more or less how it was. Look at this. I'm playing noughts and crosses in Football Manager. God, and Bennett. Right, Lewis, Montoro. Yeah, it's just the fullbacks need changing, isn't it? Tomori, Camuso, Martel and Emery needs changing over. Right, okay. Right, I think we're back to normal then. I think we're back to normal. Martinelli is on a 7.5 after playing one half of football. Okay. I mean, have we learned anything out of that? I feel like we've learned something out of that, you know. I really do. And I kind of feel like what we've learned is not very good for Sports Interactive. And it kind of confirms some of my conspiracy theories. Read into that what you will. Right, okay then. I think we're going to go with this. Tomori, Camuso. Right, let's give that a save. PSV, here we go. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am playing it on the PS5. And we're just about to go into a Champions League game against PSV. So this will be the 5th, will it? Is it the 5th? I think it is the 5th in the league stage. Right, I think I'm all right there. I think after all of that buffoonery that's just gone on, I'm not... I think that's right, isn't it? Okay, let's go to the match. Let's hope that's not made a complete mess of my what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Right, come on, lads. You've got a full-size goalkeeper in now as well, so Beltran, 5'9". I've never ever played in Football Manager. I've never played with a 5'9" goalkeeper ever. He looked so weird in the nets, didn't he? He looked so weird. Such a tiny little character. Let's go to positive. Let's give him a demand more. Come on, lads. I mean, if you are in the stream, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and give me a like. That would be amazing. My next landmark is 1,500 subscribers, and before this game, I was 6 away from that. Ball's in the back of the net, so we are losing 1-0 now. Momentum was the word I was looking for. Momentum. Let's hope our momentum's not been screwed by that result. Not playing particularly well, are we? Playing the Women's Leagues, you'll play with tons of 5'9" goalkeepers. Really? All right, come on, lads. We've got the first team out here. Maybe I should have put Beltran back in goal again. Okay, this is very nice, but can we have a cutting edge? Nice ball. And Lorenzo Luca has missed an absolute sitter. Okay, I don't like the way this game's going. I've seen this game many times before. Okay, free kick. Oh, and again, come on, Sports Interactive, prove me wrong here. But I've seen this game many, many times before. No, we don't need to watch that. Well, Potter's not having a very good game. Neither wing is having a very good game. Let's give him another demand more. Well, there's going to be 2 more highlights now because we have to have a highlight on 43 minutes and 46 seconds, so, or thereabouts. Over the top. Oh, saved by Carnasechi. I had a 5'9" Mexican Eugene goalkeeper defender. Didn't matter. He had a jumping reach of 17. Bloody hell. Did he have springs in his boots? Plus goalkeepers. I reckon when seeing women's game, you'll probably find max of 5'9". Really? That's a bit weird, isn't it? This is nice. I like this. I like this. And Montoro's missed now. We're not winning this game, I'm afraid. We are not winning this game. Okay, well, we did get the 2 highlights. It wasn't quite at the time that I predicted, but... okay, we are angry once again. Montoro's on a 6'2", a 6.2. Right, okay, let's bring Kalali on, and we will try Zimash out on the left. I've got Lorenzo as a target forward, haven't I? Yeah. Okay, positive. We're going to have to go attacking, aren't we? Need a goal here. It's the same thing with every position. Game, to be honest. Really? See, this is why, you know, it's like a whole new world, isn't it? I really do want to give it a try. It's a new experience, and I want to have a go at it. The problem is, I'm never going to get out of this Fiorentina save, am I? You know, I've been playing this game for what, over an hour and a half tonight. I've only played 3 games. I'll still be here in November playing this Fiorentina save. That's a nice ball. Emery. Right, do something decent with it. That should be in. Nope. Erline, chip it back in. With it across bar now. Oh, like I say. And after what's just happened with that Lazio game, my conspiracy theories now are really on point. We're not winning this game. I've seen this game 100 times before. We should have had 4 goals in this game. We've not scored 1. They'll get a second. They'll get a tap in a minute. Erline. Go on, Kalali. Good ball over the top. Nice. Pass. Oh, what a beautiful takedown. And, of course, he misses it. Bunny Shaw, the best target forward in the game. 5'11". Right, okay. Okay, I don't really think it makes much difference what I do now. We're not winning this game. The result has been decided. And like I say, after what's just happened with the Lazio, it's a shame that you have to think like that. But you have to put it out there. You know, are the results actually manufactured before you even kick a ball? And after that Lazio fiasco, you have to say, I mean, it's suspicious, isn't it? It's very, very suspicious. Playing players seems to renew my 35-year-old left back. I have no hope of a replacement. Right, we're going to have to throw something at this now. I mean, Rubino is usually good for a goal. We'll bring Amatucci on as the DM. And Deuce looking very tired. Hendricks on for him. And we'll go very attacking. Okay. 27 minutes left. I'll be very surprised if we score a goal now, though. We should have had about 4 or 5, but come on, Sports Interactive, make me eat my words. Give me a 2-1 now and I'll take it all back. Give me a 2-1, I'll take it all back. 13 shots, 5 on target. Not scored 1. Had 5 chances, not scored 1 of them. No, absolutely nothing happening. Demand more. Pass. Ball forward, Rubinho, and the keeper saves it. I was offside anyway. This is a shame, this, because, you know, if I'm correct in my thinking, I'm trying to win the Champions League this season. You know, we should be getting nearer to it. And after winning everything in Italy, we should be having a good shout at this. And games like this are, well, to put it mildly, they're not going to help, are they? Come on, let me eat my words. No, keeper saved that one as well. Trafford's in goal. Who knew? James Trafford playing for PSV. Okay, we're throwing the kitchen sink at it now. Ball in the box. Get a header in. No. Zimash now. What's Zimash going to do? Zimash and Lorenzo Luca on the pitch at the same time. Dribbling round, gets fouled, free kick. It's about 5 minutes. Oh, we don't even get to see the free kick. Three minutes of time added on. Oh, and it's a PSV highlight. Okay. Sulk, his name's Sulk. Is that it? Have we lost? Okay, I'm only going to say it once. Fixed. But anyway, let's move on. Angry. Okay, that was not great. That was pretty disastrous because we've got Manchester City next, so that is not great. Right, when's the next game now? The first one, the 28th. Right, we can get a couple of days in there, can't we? Couple of days in there. Trainers, players, 2 days. The game's been a very, very big letdown tonight. Very, very big letdown. PlayStation crash. We could have done with it then. Oh my God. We could have done with it then. PlayStation crash. Oh my God. Okay, so we've got one Serie A game. It's Bergamo now at home, and then we've got City. Hiya, Cameron. How are you doing, mate? Right, let's go through this lot. Karawashvili. I'm pleased to announce that as a result of an improvement in the club's finances, the board is in a position to offer a transfer budget of 4.4 million. Okay. It's hardly going to buy me a world-class striker, that is it, 4.4 million. How are we doing anyway? We've got 78 million in the bank. And, I mean, we are coming up to a transfer window, aren't we? So we've just got that 4.42 million in the transfer budget. But we are over the wage budget. I mean, I might actually... I might transfer all of that in there. Right. Okay. I think we'll try Zimash up front in this game. Let's give him a try up front. And I think we'll bring Kalali in on the wing as well. Give him a bit of a run out. And Erline and Diouf at fullbacks. I think we'll go with that actually. I think we'll go with that. Right. Let's give that a save. I'm dipping in and out here watching the match. Feel like I'm cheating on the other half. Craig. Oh my God. Apparently it's not a very inspiring game, is it? The Villa Wolves game. Right, okay. Right, we have to just be a little bit careful now that this doesn't extend into a bad run of form. Because we lost that Serie A game. We just lost in the Champions League. So we have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, it's there's some weird football in the Premier League this season. Very, very weird. Okay, let's go to positive mentality. Two sides combined XG is 0.67. Bloody hell. If I had some flags, I'd wave them now. Put the flags out. We've scored. Potter in the back of the net. Nice goal, to be fair. See, in the last game, the keeper would have touched that round the post. We didn't have a cat in hell's chance of scoring a goal in that last game. So we've had 7 shots, 3 on target. Although Bergamo are coming back into it. 3 shots, 2 on target. There we go. Oh, we've got that one out. Oh, what a save from Carnesecchi. Try and edit to a purple shirt, eh? Yeah. Well, that's gone in the back of the net as well. They made a bit of a hash of that, didn't they? Erline from the corner. Nice header, to be fair. I suppose, you know, to give them the benefit of the doubt, it's the match engine's way of saying you're not playing very well. And that is interpreted by the fact that, you know, you can have 7 shots on goal and every one of them will hit the frame of the goal or hit the goalkeeper's ankles. It probably is just that. But then, I've said it before, the match engine is capable of some amazing stuff. When you see some of the goals that are scored and it takes your breath away a bit and you're like, bloody hell, that's just amazing what he's done there. Okay, second half, 2-0 up. Hiya, bad boy, mate. How are you doing? Did you get bored of the Villa Wolves game and came here instead? Taking Carnesecchi. Oh! Now there's something I've never seen before in Football Manager. I've never seen a goalkeeper catch a ball and throw it straight away. Do you see what I mean? That's a really good example, that. That's a great example of how good the match engine can be. So Carnesecchi catching the ball and throwing it out straight away, get an attack going. That's brilliant. Love that. Absolutely love it. My centre-back scored a backheel goal from outside the box today. Oh, really, Mike? Really, Mike? I don't like to see that at all. I mean, Is it creeping back in that, or I mean, we're not seeing anywhere near as much of it as we did in FM24, but I don't like to see that stuff. It's just not nice. My God, my players are bloody shattered. Right, let's bring Amantucci on. He can drop into midfield. We'll bring Montoro on, I think, for Emery, and we'll change both fullbacks. Conde can come on there. Let's do that. Yao Gomez has scored, has he? Right, confirm those changes. Yes. Go. I think we will drop to a cautious mentality as well. Just try and get the points now. Come on, you're letting him dance round you there. Now you see that? I mean, so what I said before is being played out here. So we saw Carnesecchi get the ball and bowl it out quickly. Never seen that before. Brilliant. And look at this for a goal. That is a thing of beauty. That is a thing of beauty. So if the match engine can do that, why is it doing the buffoonery that it did in the PSV game? He even put spin on the ball. How do you spin the ball with a back heel? Oh, bad boy. Where do we start? The game's crashed again. And we actually lost the game 2-1 just before it crashed. So I made the decision to keep that result. The problem is when I reloaded, it went right back to the beginning of that game. So I had to replay the game 3 or 4 times to recreate that loss. Just out of fairness, really, because, you know, I mean, I could have replayed the game and if we'd have won it, taken the result. But it's not really done, is it, to be fair? Let's bring Saba on. Are we going to get a result out of this one, though? Yeah, the game at the moment, bad boy, the game is not looking very good, I have to say. I'm trying to be positive about it. I've had loads of lads come in the live streams and say, is it worth buying now, you know? Shall I spend my hard-earned money? At the moment, I would say no, don't bother. Don't bother. If you're going to buy it, go and pick up FM24 cheap, because this game at the moment is not great at all. And you see, I'm a bit like this stuff here. So what's this all about? We've won a game 2-1, and what am I sympathising with my players for? Okay, we've got to win on that game. Do we need some rest period in here or not? Okay, if you have just joined the stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm playing it on the PS5. And results at the moment are a little bit iffy, I think. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we've had a little bit of a dodgy run there. We got beat by Lazio, and we got beat by PSV in the Champions League phase. And the next game is a massive game. We're playing against Manchester City, who are top of the table at the moment. I'm guessing they're still top of the table, are they? Yes, they are. So they played 5 games and won every one of them. Okay. Did I put some rest time in there? Manchester City, what, we're on the 2nd, to get a couple of days in there. Okay, couple of days. I need to remind myself to keep saving it all of the time. One of these days, I'm going to play 3 or 4 games, forget to save it, and then it will crash, and then I'm in a whole world of pain. Then, aren't I? If you are in the stream though and you fancy giving me a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, all of that stuff helps. I'm aiming for 1,500 subscribers at the moment, and as this stream started tonight, I was 6 off that. So like I say, 1,500 subscribers would be a bit of a milestone for me. It doesn't seem that long ago, I only had 300, so the channel is doing okay as far as I'm concerned. I'm quite happy with the way it's going. Because let's face it, I'm an old man. And not that many people want to watch an old bloke playing Football Manager, do they really? But there you go. Right, if you can hear that in the background, that's my phone going. So we have a WhatsApp group for my grandson's football team on Sunday. So there's messages flying back and forwards at the moment about the game. Right, yeah, they have been moved up a league because we are a very good team, but we're finding it a little bit tougher now. We're in the next to the top league in the FA system that we're in. Wolves have scored. Right, okay. 100 message fitness, recruitment focus completed. I mean, I don't really need to look at that money. I don't have any money to spend anyway. Right, okay. What we're reckoning for this? What scoreline are we reckoning for this one? Any predictions? I'm predicting 3-1 to City. 3-1 to City. Let's bring Luca back in up front. It's a weird thing with Zimash. He comes on as a sub and he looks really good. When I play him from the start, not so much. Let's bring Montoro back on that side. And I think we might call that a day. Right, we've got everybody in the right position, haven't we? Hotels here. I'm going to push him a little bit further forward. Out of possession. Right, okay, let's give it a save. I hope this game doesn't crash. If it crashes against Manchester City, then I think I might just emigrate and not bother anymore. Because that'll be a nightmare. Okay, let's have a look what the City team is. Two, Stevie says. Yeah, I know, bad boy. I know. I could have told you that before that draw was made, we were never going to get Bodo Glimt. We were never going to get that. We were always going to get Real Madrid. The way I look at it is, there must be loads and loads and loads of teams that we've never even played in the Champions League. There must be loads of them. And we played Real Madrid, well, this will be the 3rd and 4th time we played them this season. It's getting a bit silly now, and to be honest, a bit suspicious. If somebody put a stat up on before since was it 2013, we played Real Madrid 16 times. And like I say, there are teams in there that we've never ever played. Yes, I agree. It'll be a Desmond. Right, okay. Right. Did we get to see any teams there? Oh, here we go. Here's the teams. I'm guessing they've got Haaland up top, have they? Yeah, Haaland, Vinicius Junior, Cherky, Foden, Tonali. Oh, we're going down in a big way. Who said 2-2? This is going to be about 6-0, this. 6-2 City would be my guess. I'm with you, Trev. Yeah, I'm definitely with you. Definitely with you. I don't think there's much point in going positive against City either. We need to just play it nice and steady if we can. Well, not at this stage anyway. Jesus. Vinicius Junior on the left wing. Oh, the ref is coming back. He's has had communication issues, right? Well, we've had a shot. I mean, to be fair, City are not doing that well. It's pretty balanced, isn't it, really, the game up to now? 20 minutes on the clock. I mean, obviously City are going to have more possession, but it's what you do with it. I mean, to be honest, a draw wouldn't be a bad result, would it? Because City have won every one of their games. There we go. Vinicius Junior. Is Guardiola the manager? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, we're only in 2029 in games, so... Okay, we are going to have to step it up now then. We're going to have to go positive. So, I mean, I always knew we were going to... This is why the PSV game, we had to win that. That was a must win. We had to win that game because we were never going to win this game. So, can I change my prediction? Oh, brilliant. I love it. Oh, bloody hell. There's a collector's piece. Erling Haaland's missed it. 2-2 exactly. Okay, pass. We're going short here. Short corner. What can we do with this? Stick it on Lorenzo's head. Oh, he has as well. Come on. Come on, you purples. Get yourself sorted out. What's this? 1-1. Lorenzo Luca. Nice cross that, to be fair. Lorenzo Luca lurking at the back post. And Phil Foden was marking him. That's great, isn't it? Phil Foden marking Lorenzo Luca. It's not looking good. Well, it's 1-1 at half time. We're halfway there, Stevie. We're halfway there. Address the teams. Right. Oh, what do we do here? Have we not got to sympathise at half time? Can we not sympathise? We'll encourage them, shall we? We'll encourage them. But Montoro is looking quite tired, so Kalali can come on. Yeah, he's a bloody good striker, Lorenzo Luca. Very, very good striker. Okay, everybody else is looking okay at the moment. Do we stay on a positive mentality or do I drop back to... I kind of feel like positive's a bit dangerous against City, but you know what? We've got a goal. We only need another one, don't we? And then that brown paper envelope to travel a bit faster, and we've got a 2-1 win. Okay, we've had 6 shots, 2 on target. City 7 shots, 3 on target. Our XG's a bit low. And possession-wise, City have had the best of it, haven't they? But... Right, I think we're going to make some more changes. Lorenzo's looking tired up front. Okay, this is your moment, Zimash. This is your moment. Come on and do a job for us. Who have we got that's... can Keane play out left? He can, can't he? Well, he is right-footed. Right, let's just try something a little bit different here. Let's make him an inside forward, cutting in. And the two DMs are looking very tired. I don't want to make all my subs at this stage, though. Amatucci can come on for Martel, I think. Right. Okay. "20 minutes to go and it's still 1-1. And we're actually giving City a run for the money here. We've had 9 shots, 3 on target. "10 minutes to go." Okay, we're getting highlight now. Karnasecchi. He's gone long. Never go long with goal kicks. Just don't do it. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. I mean, a 1-1 would be a very fair result here now. We're just trailing by shots on target by 1. Let me just make this one last sub. Erline's looking tired. Let's bring... no, I'll tell you what. We'll bring Rubino on. And we'll change Zimash to centre forward, get him a little bit further forward. Okay, it is City with the ball. Oh, well won, Diouf. Oh, nice switch. Go on, Diouf. Gonna have to go back. No, he's in the box. Penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. 89 minutes. It's a penalty. Come on. That brown envelope. Brown envelope. Come on. The brown envelope's worked a treat. Right, who's taking this? Come on, score it. Please score it. Come on, please score it. Rubino's taking it. Yes. Come on. Come on! We're beating City 2-1. Oh my word. I take it all back. Let's drop the defensive. Nice penalty, to be fair. Get in. Highlight right from the kick-off. Couple of minutes left in the game. Vinicius down that side. And Haaland gets the equaliser. Well, Stevie, you are absolutely spot on there. Bit unfair, that, isn't it, really? We had that 2-1 there. Over the top, over the top, over the top. I'm absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. Next game is in how many days' time? 3 days' time. What time is it now? 22. Yeah, it is, Trev, but why did they bother giving us that second goal? You know, only to knock the stuffing out of us. I'm absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. Saba is unhappy. I mean, I'm not surprised because you don't play, mate. So, so I've only got 2 options. I don't want to loan him. I can't let you leave. You needed for cover. I mean, let's do loan. I'll just knock them all back. Oh, is it? Oh, right. 5th of December. Gaffer has a birthday to forget. Yeah. Has the evening taken a turn for the better? Stevie got the results spot on there. I'm absolutely gutted about that result. We were winning that 2-1. Absolutely gutted. Okay, let's move on then. I mean, where does that leave us in the Champions League now? So what have we got to play now? Is it just 2 games? Yeah, just 2 games to play. I mean, we are in 4th place with 11 points. And they are 2 winnable games that are left. Did we lose? What you mean in game? It was a 2-2 against City, but right at the death we got the second goal. We were winning 2-1, and then from the kickoff, City just went down the other end, and Erling Haaland scored for 2-2. Gutted. This is where the bad. I mean, I'm not just a bad loser. I'm a horrendously bad loser. This is where my dark side comes out. I absolutely hate stuff like that. Right, okay, come on, let's forget that then. It's going to be a tough old season in the Champions League, I think. Okay, Pizza, let's see where we can... Pisa, is it pizza? It's not pizza, is it? It's Pisa. Let's see whether we can get a win here and... stay top of Serie A. Good head out. And a nice head out. Reaches a white shirt. That's very unusual. Normally, headers out normally comes straight back at you. Montoro slips his man, and we don't get the ball in the back of the net. I don't know where they are in the league, this team. Martel. Careful. Steady on. It's weird that my view clicker here, which I think it clicks if somebody clicks on the thumbnail. So I've got a reading of 195 here. But it's weird how it's always the same. You know, by the end of a live stream, I've usually hit about, I don't know, right, 210, 220. Lorenzo Luca again gets his head onto that one. Yeah, I'm on 195 at the moment. It's weird how that happens. You would think it would fluctuate wildly, and it doesn't. Shows you can mix it in the Champions League, though, because they won all of their games up to that point. Yeah, I know, Stevie. I know. And, you know, thanks very much for, you know, trying to cheer me up and whatever. Very much appreciated. And you are right. We're the only team in the Champions League in 6 games that's taken points off them. So that's credit worthy. It's just, I don't know, it's like Football Manager is designed to knock the stuffing out of you. You know, I'm sure you've all been there, Football Manager. You know, you get that goal that gets you back in a game, but then the opposition goes straight down the other end and score again. And it, you know, we just couldn't get that win there, could we? They just had to have Erling Haaland get that second goal just to knock the stuffing out of you. But you are right. I mean, the 2 games we've got left are quite winnable, but I mean, if we can get results in those, we should finish in the top 8. And what that will do is it'll relieve the pressure because we'll not have them 2 playoff games to play. So it'll help us in, well, we've got the Super Cup semi-final coming up. We've got the Italian Cup. I mean, there's pressure on in those games because we won them all last season, didn't we? Real FM giveth and FM taketh away. That's why we love it. Love-hate relationship, I think. It is, you know, on the face of it, that's a great result. I thought we'd get battered 6-0. And it's a great result, 2-2 against Manchester City, who've not lost all season in the Champions League. It's a great result, but then, you know, could we just you know, there was seconds to go in that game. Could we not just get that 2-1 win? No, apparently not. Ugh. Maddening. Lorenzo Luca has got his second, though. Montoro, I've noticed, does link up very well with Lorenzo Luca. He puts some cracking little crosses in. Right, okay, we are pleased. And we're all looking okay at the moment. We're all looking okay at the moment. Jason, are you annoyed? I don't know what gives you that idea, Jason. I really don't know what gives you that idea. It's a good job Mr. Ed's not here, that's all I can say. I mean, he might be lurking in the stream somewhere. But we are beating Pisa. We are beating Pisa at the moment, 2-0. We have got a little bit of tiredness, though, as the second half kicks off. Montoro there, losing the ball. Yeah, I think it's Potter who's looking tired. Crunch. Send him off, ref. Send him off. Oh, he has as well. Oh, God. That's the ref got 7 minutes from. We'll go past Derby County's record here. There's more time added on in today's modern game than there's ever been. It's mad. Right, okay, let's make some substitutions. Both wingers tired again. Let's bring Keane on the wing, and he can play. He's right-footed, isn't he? Let's try and get Moise Keane some game time, because he's not really had much, has he? And it seems a bit silly. He had a value of 95 million not that long ago. Before I bought Lenzo, Luca and Z-Mash in, he was first choice. I'm probably being really stupid in not playing him, but I mean, why would you when Lorenzo Luca, he's banged another two goals in this game. 16 shots, 10 on target. Well, this Pisa mustn't be very well fancied, must they? Between the time added on and 5-minute VAR marathons, football is turned into baseball. Yeah, it's... I'm not sure we should have VAR anymore. I think it's done, isn't it, VAR? It causes more problems in football now than it should do. Oh, that's a nice goal. That's a very nice goal from Emery. I think I did make a statement at the beginning of the stream, didn't I, that I wasn't that impressed with him, but he does seem to be getting himself a bit further forward now and scoring nice goals like that. Okay, 3-0 now, and we're fairly coasting now. We must have a look at the league after this as well. What time is it now? That's 10 to 10, right? See how many more games we're going to play. I should have made another sub, shouldn't I, really? Okay, let's bring Sabat on. See, look, he's getting game time. He's whinging his head off. Yeah, I'm very guilty of... I take this game far too seriously, and I know I do. But that's my passion for... I'm a very bad loser. I used to play table tennis when I was younger, and I was a very bad loser at that. Used to play badminton as well. Once again, I'm a very bad loser in life. I don't like losing. I like to win all of the time. And obviously... we sympathise again, apparently. We're delighted. Yeah, it doesn't come out in me very well, I have to say. It's not one of my greatest assets. Or greatest features, in fact. Right, okay, so we are still top from Interland, but it's only 3 points now. Right, let's see how many... It's bonkers, you have to keep doing this. It's like every single game. Right, so it's 3 days now to play Bologna, but I think it's the Italian Super Cup semi-final, which we won last season. What's the date? 10th. I'm only going to get a day in there now, aren't I? I mean, you know, if this represents anywhere near modern football, how are you meant to get any training in? You're just constantly resting players. You can't have no time to train. You're just resting players all of the time. Bit mad. How's Nico Paz doing as that attacking mid anyway? I was at 7.22, 6 goals, 14 assists. Nice. He's played 17 times and assisted 14 times. So Paz doing a very, very nice job for us there. Very nice indeed. Okay, so it is the Super Cup semi-final. If anybody has just joined the live stream, we're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am playing it on the PS5. And I'm playing it with a keyboard and mouse, by the way, not with a controller. Not bad for a free signing, exactly. It's 2-0 now, is it, Craig? Bloody hell. Yeah, remember the old days when you knew what's... yeah, be over. If you knew what time it started, not anymore. I know. It is mad, isn't it? I remember as a kid, I mean, I had a paper round, so I used to go every week, stand in the Kipax, but I always had to leave early to get back from my paper round at like 5 o'clock or whatever, because in those days there was only 10 minutes for half time, I think. So the game used to finish at, was it 4:30, something like that? But I used to be able to get back to Levenshulme in time for my paper round. But I always had to leave a little bit early. I mean, if that was today, with the extra half time and 7-8 minutes of... I'd be leaving at nearly half time, wouldn't I? It is a bit mad. All right. Sometimes I get on a little bit of a roll and I forget what I'm doing in game. 2-0 Wolves, absolutely shocking. I mean, in the context of the Premier League and the title race, that is shameful by Villa. Absolutely shameful. Okay, we've got another little glitch here. I don't think I can blame that on the game. I think that's my capture card. I think it gets a bit too warm when I am, on live stream when the game's on for like 3 hours or so. I might have to put some cooling round it or something. Bag of ice. Bag of peas. Stick a bag of peas round it. It'll be fine. Full time. I'm exhausted watching that. Bloody hell. Okay. Luca up front again. Yeah. Paz. Montoro. I think we're just going to go with the same team again. Are we all looking fairly fit and healthy? Yep, we are. Right, okay, let's give it a save, which I must keep remembering to do. Okay, Super Cup, semi-final. Let's see if we can get past this lot and get into the final. We've got superstar Lorenzo Luca up front. Just having a quick look there. 19 goals and 1 assist this season for Lorenzo Luca. Is Villa actually going to bottle Champions League football? Says Bad Boy. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, it's quite good news for City because it's keeping them away from us. But then we've got to do the job, and I'm still not that confident with this team that we can actually do it. Okay. So given that we won this cup last season, we should be fairly favourites to win it again, I would have thought. We're still top of the Serie A, so we've had one shot. I think we'll go positive. Trev up the Gunners. Yeah. I mean, they've got a very good side, Arsenal. There's no doubt about it. But, like I said before, Premier League's weird this season. Even... that's in, isn't it? Yeah. Even... I mean, they even dropped points against Wolves, didn't they? Checking the goal. It's disallowed. Okay, we got away with one there. Was he offside? Yeah, he was. Come on, lads. You just need to up your performance a little bit in some of these games. You're slacking off a little bit, and it's not great. Yeah, eventually we found the runner. Poor ball. Craig, never mind all of that nonsense. Here we go with the real thing. Let's do a football. Let's do a football. Taken from a famous streamer's phrase book, that. Let's do a football. Who do you think will get relegated? Well, Burnley, definitely. Wolves are actually, I don't know, they're starting to do a little bit, aren't they? Hey, Lorenzo Luca again. It's very, very hard, isn't it, coming into the Premier League? You've got to have very canny people, you know, like the Brightons of this world, who the scouting network is brilliant, and they bring these young players through that play well for them, but then they can make money on them. If you don't have that kind of setup, then you're kind of doomed to fail, really, aren't you? It's money's massive in football now. Absolutely massive. I think this is a one-off game. I don't think it's two-legged. God, he's quick, isn't he? Hiya, mate. How are you doing? I don't know what's that. Alboengland. Hi, how are you doing, mate? So if Tottenham keep playing like this, it's going to be them. It won't, Mike, because they play us at least twice a season, so that's a guaranteed 6 points there for them. I still can't believe that game. 2-0 we were winning at half time. I was watching it live, and the Spurs fans booed the team off the pitch at the end of the game. And they come out second half. They score a goal that you probably see maybe once every 10 years. And then the other goal apparently was a foul. I don't know. The jury's out on that one. But they get a 2-2. Do they do the same against Arsenal? No, do they, heck? They just roll over for Arsenal. Absolute joke. Sean, you're the best FM content creator. You deserve more views. Thanks very much for that, Sean. It's very nice. It's comments like that keep me going. Yeah, I know. 2-0 against Villa. Could Spurs go down? I mean, it's very possible, Stevie. It's very, very possible, isn't it? But like I say, they are guaranteed 6 points a season. Shocking Villa performance. I have to sort my fantasy team out, you know, because I've got Morgan Rogers in the midfield. I need to take him out. Down the Spurs. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. You've got a hell of a name there, though, mate. I can't... Alboengland. Subscribe to my channel. Oh, that's great. Thanks very much for that, mate. Thanks very much. The next target is 1,500. So hopefully with today's Chelsea video and this, I might hit 1,500 maybe tomorrow morning. Which team do I support? I support Manchester City. I have supported them since I was about 8 or 9 thereabouts. You're right, Mike. Yeah, weird. I mean, yeah, I don't think they'll win the Champions League by accident. Although, to be fair, If it was Tottenham City in the Champions League final, I know which team would win it. So just call me Albo. Right, okay. Albo. Yeah, some very nice comments there, and thanks very much for that. Needed a bit of lift after that Manchester City game. That was just the tonic that I needed. What are we doing here? We're at half time. Right, okay. We are winning 1-0. We're pleased. Did Lorenzo Luca not score 2 goals in that? What's going on? City doing well again. I hope Spurs go down. Yeah, they are a weird team, Spurs. There's no doubt about it. Any tiredness? No, there's not. Right, come on, lads. Can we get another goal here? Because I'm kind of fearing an equaliser. Come on, get the ball in that other half. 4 shots, 4 on target. We've had 100% conversion rate here, but then Bologna are doing okay themselves. We are on a positive mentality, aren't we? I can't give them a demand more because we are winning 1-0. Once again, we're looking quite tired up front. We're just not getting enough rest time between games at the moment. Original fans, when you go global. No, on Sean. Winning the Champions League and getting relegated, I know. Football is a bit mad like that, though, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to change both my DMs in this game because they're getting through a lot of work and they look shattered. And I'm going to change both my wing backs. Conde can come on. 4 changes. And let's do that. Let's see if we can hold on. Scola almost did that last season with the Europa and 17th, yeah. Yeah, I can't talk about Spurs. As a Manchester City fan, I can't talk about them without getting really, really angry. Great save, Carnesecchi. Yeah, I just can't. You know, here we are, we're talking about, do you think Spurs could get relegated? I mean, what did they do to City this season at the Etihad? Was it 5-0? I think it might have been 5-0. And then we had that debacle in the return a few weeks ago. I just don't know what it is. I can't get my head around it. The players change, the management changes, they move to a new stadium. Every time Spurs play City, they've got our number, doing a job on us. It's so infuriating. So infuriating. At least we don't have to play them again this season. Unless we get them in one at Cups. Or we won't get them in because we've got the Caribou Cup final, haven't we? That's behind that. I've seen that a few times actually, where the keeper picks the ball up behind the line. Oh, we don't get a highlight for that. Why do we not get a highlight? So the highlight there was the goalkeeper picking the ball up behind the line. Then we don't get a highlight to see the corner. Right, it looks like we're going through to the Super Cup final. Yes, we are. Through to the Super Cup final. Lovely jubbly. Nothing is worth so bad last year. Spurs will be in the Championship. Yeah, exactly, I know. Did I find cream soda? It's on my shopping list, Craig. I go shopping every Monday. I'm a man of... what do you call it? I can't think what the bloody word is. Yeah, I'm a man of... what's that bloody word? I can't think of the word. But anyway, it's on my shopping list. I'm going to have a look. I think it might be just cans, but that's okay. But yeah, I am going to look for cream soda, Craig. And I'm really looking forward to it, actually. I hope they have it. Finish 17th. It's just the next step in Tottenham history. We never win anything. If we win something, we have to go down a division. Struggling in real life, which I never saw coming. I like Fiorentino. Are they struggling in real life? Are they? Oh, okay then. the way they are going, or have to play them next season either. Yeah, I mean, if Spurs did get relegated, it might actually be a guaranteed 6 points for us. I mean, they even were beating us when we won the treble and stuff. You know, it didn't stop Tottenham from beating us. They still, I don't get it. It must be psychology, it must be a mental thing. I don't know what it is. It's bizarre. I mean, Liverpool, we very rarely do well against Liverpool, but then that's kind of okay. As a City fan, I'm okay. Well, I'm not okay with it, but I am, if you know what I mean, because Liverpool are a very, very good team. Spurs, everybody knows what Spurs are like. They've even got their own saying in football, haven't they? Oh, it's very Spursy. So, you know, always lose to them. Response required. What's this for? Club as well, like rental, Lucas recent form, and make of impressive. Oh, Lorenzo Luca wants a new contract. What's he on at the moment? 29 years old, 81k. You know what, mate? You can definitely have. I do not mind giving a new contract to somebody like Lorenzo Luca. Yeah. You can have everything you want, mate. You can have everything that you want. That's absolutely fine. Yep, not a problem at all. That. Where are we with the with finances? We've got 82k a week available because I moved that transfer budget over, didn't I? I hope Pep stays at City next season. Would need to get the next manager right, though. If he does. Yeah, there was massive talk, wasn't there, about that Maresca being the next manager, but he's been linked with somebody else today. Can't think who it was. The Fiorentina 18th in Serie A, really? I don't think Maresca will be able to do well at City. Maybe Luis Enrique. Yeah, season where you won the league with 98 points and Liverpool finished second with 97. It was crazy. Yeah. I mean, it has been. As a Manchester City fan, it's been a bonkers ride. Like I've said many times before, I was in at St James Park with my dad in the paddock when we won what was then the old First Division back in 1968. So I was there then, and '69 we went to Wembley and Nelly Young's goal in the final. So yeah, I've been. And then, of course, we had that. We've had a very, very long spell of. I mean, we very nearly went bankrupt, I think, at one stage. But yeah, I've seen it all with City. You know, we've seen the great highs. You know, I mean, as a kid, I had Colin Bell, Mike Summerby, Francis Lee posters on my wall, and then, of course, then recently we get the money in. And then go on a brilliant run. So it's been a roller coaster ride with City, but it has been bonkers. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, I'm not very sure about this whole thing with Guardiola. At the moment, he actually seems to have changed his style of football, which I didn't think he would do. But we're not playing this tippy-tappy stuff now. Well, very rarely. So at the moment, he's kind of playing with three centre forwards, if you will. Well, a centre forward and two wide forwards, and getting the ball forward a bit quicker, which is very, very nice to see. Semenyo's looking quite good. And I think when Doku comes back, Doku's best position is not as a winger, because he always has two men on him. Doku's best position is coming inside, which this new formation looks like might be accommodating. Because when he gets the ball and starts running at people in the penalty area, he causes havoc. So, but as for Guardiola, I don't know. It would not at all surprise me if he didn't sign a new contract and stay again for another couple, 2-3 years. I'm not sure. Is it still 30 seasons max on console on FM26? I think it is, Sean. I think it is. Pep has changed his style. I love that about him. Always innovate. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who you support, Albo, but I mean, I have a different view of Guardiola. I kind of feel like he never changes. He always plays this tippy-tappy football. And he did say in an interview a couple of weeks ago that until the day he dies, that's always going to be his go-to. He's always going to play this passing game, possession game, tip-tappy stuff. He has changed a little bit at the moment. I don't know whether that's Pep Linder's influence there. I'm not sure. Because when he was at Liverpool, Liverpool were great at getting that ball forward, quick, well, you know, to the wide players, get the ball in the middle, and that was great football to watch for the Liverpool fans. When things go stale, he changes it and form improves. Yeah, I mean, I watch all the City games, mate, and I'm not quite sure that he does. I mean, it's not only me. I mean, I go on a lot of the City forums and a lot of the, like when we have a bit of a dead spell, fans are tearing their hair out. I mean, I've seen games where we've been 1-0 down and we're still passing the ball about between the centre halves and you're screaming, say, get the ball forward. No, we're passing the ball about. We need a goal. No, we'll still pass the ball about. It does my head in. I support Arsenal, but I'm humble with it. Yeah, I mean, they have got a good team at Arsenal. There's no doubt about it. But it's whether they can be consistent. And, I mean, recent seasons, they've not been, have they? But, I mean, the scary thing for City fans is that Arsenal, did they get a 100% record in the Champions League? Played 8 games and got 24 points. That takes some doing, that, doesn't it? And they've got a decent draw in the last 16. Guess who City have got? And of course, all the opposition fans and Liverpool fans will say, oh, City always get easy draws. Yeah, we get Real Madrid every year. This will be the 3rd time we played them this season. 3rd and 4th. Right, okay. We win the Premier. If not, serious questions about Arteta. Yeah, I've watched quite a few Arsenal vloggers talking as well. In fact, I watch It's LB. He's a big City vlogger, and very often he has what's the Arsenal vlogger? In fact, there's 2 of them, big vloggers, and he has them on his channel talking. Yeah, it's a weird one. Okay, so we're playing Inter Milan in the Super Cup final. That's going to be a difficult game. Let's have a look at the league. We've not looked at the league for a while. Why do we always do that when we're playing in a bloody cup? Serie A. Let's have a quick look. Oh, we are still top by 3 points. Okay. Right, so we need to make a bit of a decision now on where we're going to finish because what time is it now? 20 past 10. We're getting very near finishing time. Oh, of course. They do this bonkers thing, don't they, where they play the Super Cup final straight after. All right, I think we'll do that then. We'll play Inter Milan in the Super Cup final, and I think we'll make that the last game of the evening. Have I given my players any rest time? Because I've been doing a lot of bloody waffling there. And are they on rest time? No, they're not. Right, let's give them some rest time before we play Inter Milan. Just give them a couple of days, I think. Okay, last game of the evening. This I'm on 250 clicks now, 253, I should say. If there's anybody in the stream or has just joined, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am playing it on the PS5. And while you're here, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and give me a like. That would be amazing. I've already had one lad come in tonight. Well, Albo's come in tonight and he's subscribed to my channel, which is great. Next target is 1,500 subs, so I'm not too far off that at the moment. I don't know whether I'm a typical bloke or not, but I can only do one thing at a time. I can't talk and click buttons at the same time. You'll notice that very often. Free transfer deadline passes, right, okay. I mean, I'm reasonably happy with my team at the moment, I think. Reasonably happy with it. Got a couple of great strikers. Karnasec is in goal. I think we're doing all right, but then, I mean, obviously, you know, if you always need to improve, don't you? Okay, we're playing Inter Milan in 3 days. Neutral ground. Should be a good game, this one, providing we turn up for it. Arsenal doesn't win. I don't want every team in Europe trying to copy their corner tactics. Yeah, it was a bit weird though a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Was it Brentford who turned the tables and started using the same corner tactic against them? And then all their fans and players and whatever were whinging about it. Tamura's injured, 4 to 8 days. Fantastic. I love it. Absolutely love it. So for a really, really important cup final, I've lost my centre-back pairing. Brilliant. And the other player who would play there is grumpy because he's not getting enough game time. An average intake. What's this here? Oh, that's his potential. It's not what he is at the moment. I mean, 23-year-old, he's not too bad, is he? Not too bad. Set pieces are really annoying me with Arteta. I mean, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you know, you could label at City that, I mean, not that we play that many times, but we have done that with Haaland, you know, putting that ball over the top, and you can see central defenders bouncing off him, and he sticks it in the bottom corner. I mean, he scored a goal, was it last season, where it was borderline a foul, the way he pushed the player off him, but the goal stood. So, I mean, you could even label that at City, couldn't you, you know? Big bloke up front, get the ball to him, push everybody away and score the goal. Okay, so that is quite bad news about my centre-back. Right, so we can't play him. Saba is actually looking okay. Sharpness and everything. So Saba can come in. What footed is he, Saba? He's right-footed. Camuso is left and right-footed. Do we swap them round then? Camuso, very strong on his right foot. Saba can't use his left foot. Right, okay. That's the best way around to have it then. But we will, I think, we'll... Oh, actually, he's a 3-star ball-playing centre-back. Right, okay, let's do that then. Right, Erline, Doof, Emery, Martel, Paz, Luca. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go there. Right, let's give it a save. Last game of the evening, this one now. Well, let's hope we win it and get a bit of shiny silverware. But it is Inter Milan, so it's not going to be easy. I mean, it's us and Inter Milan vying for Serie A this season. So, Juve cannot play. Juve cannot play. He's travelling. Where's he travelling to? Bloody internationals again has robbed me. Oh my God. What nationality is he, Doof? Oh, he's Senegalese. I need to start scoring from open play like the Spurs game. Brentford with the innovative set-piece tactics. They even had a set-piece for the opening kick. Yeah. Why can't City fill their stadium, one of the best teams in the world, and still loads of empty seats, says Sean. I mean, it is a big talking point. Like I say, I go on a lot of the forums, and I don't think we're the only stadium to do that. And one of the big problems seems to be these ticket resellers and people not turning up every week with a season ticket. AFCON, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's quite bad news, actually. But you are right, Sean. You are right. There's no doubt about it. You know, with the team that we've got and the success that we've had, we should be filling the stadium. But I think there is an awful lot of, from what I can gather anyway, the seats are bought and paid for. It's not that people are not coming. Well, yes, it is people not coming, but they've actually bought and paid for the seat, but for whatever reason just don't turn up. That's what I've gleaned from the city social media sites. The first FM20 was rain. I had 8 African starters. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I just remembered actually. So the Leeds team had 2 African centre-backs, and the plan was at the end of the season was to get rid of them and bring 2 non-Africans in, because I think in the January I lost both centre-backs and I lost 2 South American players as well, all out of my defence. So that was the plan. Obviously, that's I've gone to what's it now? I've gone to Chelsea. So, but it is a consideration now. Whenever I go looking at players, if they're African, it's I mean, it's not so bad maybe having one in your team, but if it's in a really important position, then it's a massive consideration now. Diouf, yeah, okay, right, and we need to take him out. Diouf. Okay, a save on FM24 with a full squad of South Americans at Celtic. Oh, I did that, Trev. I did the, I can't remember the team now, but I had a team in Brazil and I won everything in Brazil with them. And then I ported them into, I think I used Sunderland as the donor team, and I ported the team over into the Premier League. That was a really fun save. I'd love to do that again. It was fantastic. It was a lot of work though. Tamori's injured. Right, okay. I'm talking here and I'm not concentrating what I'm doing. Right, I've removed everybody who's not here, injured, or on a plane. Have I done that? Yes, I have. So I should be able to go to match and it worked. Thanks very much. Okay, concentration. Sorry, Football Manager. Concentration wasn't there then, and I was acting like a buffoon. We can go into the game now. Yeah, it was a great save, that, Trev. I really enjoyed that. Really, really enjoyed that. It was really good fun. And of course, in FM24, it worked. I mean, God knows what had happened in this game now in FM26 if I tried to do that. The bloody the PlayStation would probably blow up. Right, can we have a good start, lads? Okay, Saba, you've got something to prove here, mate. Hendricks. Potter spins. Oh, Lorenzo Luca got a little touch though, didn't it? Went out for a corner. We're going to get to see the corner? No, we're not. So the highlight of that was Lorenzo Luca spinning it off somebody's boot and going out wide. Great highlight that. I love them. Love them kind of highlights. Right, I am going to go positive in this game. I did mine just through transfers and primarily by accident. Brazil is a fun league, but the licensing is non-existent. Teams' names are wrong. Even team colours are wrong. We can't fix it on console. Right, okay. Nice positive result here would be just a ticket. You're absolutely spot on, Craig. And It would be a nice way to finish the evening with some shiny silverware, and that's just over the bar. Shiny silverware. Okay, how are we doing? We've had a couple of shots, nothing on target. Inter Milan have not even got off the bus yet, so we're doing all right at the moment. We have just upped it to positive. I don't know whether to give them a demand more. We seem to be on top at the moment, so but of course I've got a brand new centre-back partnership here now, and one of them is a player who's having a whinge and a moan. Go on, Paz. Go on, Paz. Oh, Nico Paz. Beautiful. And what a nice ball through to him. We need to look at that one again because that was beautiful. I love that. This is very nice. Montoro slides a lovely ball through. Oh, there was a bit of buffoonery there. Their player actually touched it straight into Paz's path. Okay, it's 1-0. I mean, you know, I'm not going to complain about that one too much because that can happen, can't it? Badly controlled by the defender. But we're doing all right. Yeah, you're right, Albo. Beautiful. I had a journeyman save in FM26 who got hired by Flamengo and they were wearing bright green and yellow. Oh, love it. Yeah, but just think of the thumbnails you could make. Could make some great thumbnails with bright green and yellow. Because thumbnails are meant to hit you in the face and stick out like a sore thumb. Bright green and yellow, fantastic colours for thumbnails. Okay, running into half time. Well, we've not had the 46 minutes and 43 seconds. 43 minutes and 46 seconds, I should say. Highlight. Right, we're addressing the team. We are pleased. Okay, everybody's looking okay. How's Saba doing? 6.7. And he's looking delighted. Of course he would do. I've given him a game. Why wouldn't he? Could become my new best mate, Saba. Lorenzo Luca. Lovely sweeping ball out of the right-hand side. And whatever happened to that? Well, we'll never know because we didn't get to see the highlight. Well, we're putting all the pressure on here. 5 shots, 2 on target. Inter Milan with the ball now. That was a very nice goal by Nico Paz. You're letting him run a little bit too far there. Carnesecchi. Good touch that, was it? It was a good touch. It's gone out for a corner. Did we get to see the corner? No. But it was worth a highlight, that. The shot was very nice. The save was very nice. So I'll let them off with that one. Right, 60 minutes up to time. We made some subs. Right, cool. So as per usual, both my... right, Kalali can come on that side. And I think we'll bring Moise Keane on again. Let's try and get him some game time. But we'll make him an inside forward. Come on, buttons work. Right, Pazzi's very tired. So we'll bring Rubino on. He's the penalty taker. We might get another penalty. You never know. 3 changes. Shall I change one of the fullbacks? Yep. But we can't make a change at left fullback, can we? Because he's sat on a bloody plane having a cappuccino and twiddling his thumbs. Unbelievable. Right, okay, go on. How long's he going to be away for? Because I only have one backup left back, I think. I might have to play somebody left footers. Who have I got? Left footed centre backs. Tomori and Camuso can play there. That's not ideal. Let me just pause this game a minute. Let me just read the comments. Hopefully Senegal get knocked out of AFCON early and you get your player back. Well, I mean, it is coming quite evident now because I'm looking. Hendricks is shattered. I don't know why, because he doesn't play every game. But he is shattered and I don't have a backup left fullback. So I'm in a bit of trouble there. I like Paz doing well at Como. We'll definitely get a big move. Yeah. In my, I think it was the Leeds save, or was it the Chelsea one? But I played against Newcastle. He was centre forward for Newcastle. Both fullbacks are shattered. Yep, shattered fullbacks. I know. I've changed one of them. I don't know whether I have anybody else to bring on. I'm going to have to look at that. Zimesh cutting in from the left wing. That's another target for far post crosses if you're feeling like experiment when you have the league won by March. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, Inter Milan are breathing down our necks. 20 minutes of this game left, though, and I've got one shattered fullback now, and my striker's shattered as well. 15 minutes left. 7 shots, 2 on target. XG of 0.61. 10 minutes left. Oh. Now, come on, you've done it once tonight, Sports Interactive. Oh, you've done it again! Disallow it? Oh, you've done it again to me. Surely the Manchester City result was enough. Oh, bloody hell. What we're going to do now? Right, Hendricks is absolutely shattered. Who can play there? What's Marino? Right-footed. Hiya, Mark. You all right, mate? Late to the show. How are we all doing? Yeah, it's I'm playing the Super Cup final at the moment against Inter Milan, and we were coasting it 1-0, but Inter Milan have just scored in true Football Manager style. Is Engard? No. Who can I play there? I'm in a bit of trouble here. Can he left? No. Is anybody left-footed? Nope. He's right-footed. Sean, I support Newcastle. Hope we can beat you at least once this year. Yeah, it's a tough tie, that FA Cup game, isn't it? And I mean, Newcastle will be out for revenge, no doubt. So I don't know what to do here. I'm a bit stuck. Do I go 3 at the back? I can't keep Hendricks on. He's not having a good game either. So. Hold on a minute. Conde. Can he play? Either footed Conde. Okay. Have we got anybody who can play over? Right, okay. We're going to move Conde over that side then. And bring... big game tomorrow. Yeah, maybe one of your DMs can go LB. I'm going to put him at left back and Beltran can take his place. I was going to suggest that, Mike, but then 3 at the back. Yeah, I know, Mark. But I think I might have found the solution. I think Conde, he's either footed. He can play on the left. And I will bring... who can I bring on the right? What's Amatucci? He's 5'8", only a DM. I mean, Svoboda, he can play right back, but he's had no games. Oh, there's Marino, isn't there? Marino can play right back, right? Marino can come on then. Marino. Okay, we need to do the old, what's it here? Shuffle around. Marino at right back. Got it in one there, Trev. Got it in one. Also, don't forget to change the... I've done that as well, Trev. I've done that. I think I'm sorted out there now. Everything's looking all right there. Everything's looking all right. Let's just drop Kalali back. Okay, 10 minutes of the aim to go. Yeah, Mark, it gets me all the time. All of the time. I did it again on the Chelsea save today. Made exactly the same mistake. Right, this is a bit worrying. Inter Milan have got the ball. Ball over the top. Watch that, number 9. Well, they've got plenty of players in here now. There's the winner. Okay, then. Yeah, I've done that as well, Mike. I've done that as well. Okay, that is the end of the stream, and that is not the way it was meant to finish, but there you go. Right, when is the next game now? We're playing in 2 days' time. Reggiana. Okay, so let me just put a day's rest in here. And rest players for 1 day. Right, okay. Right, we'll give that a save, and then yeah, okay, thanks for coming in, Mark. Thanks for coming in. Right, let's give that a save. So it's okay, yeah, I mean, interesting question that, Craig. So when I started playing with the Chelsea team, because there were quite a few older players in there, I started off with a tiki-taka, and it got us a few results. But then, obviously, started signing all the younger players with a lot fitter legs, more energy, etc. And we weren't getting the results. So I did change it to Gegenpress. But it depends who I've got in the team as to whether, like, I think my right winger sometimes will play as a wide forward. But I've set up a second tactic in that, which is a control possession. So got to be wary of this young Chelsea team, because you know we need to be able to, if we get 1-0 in the lead, we need to be able to hold on to that lead. So I'm trying to be a little bit cautious with it. Stevie, you won that trophy before anyway. It's all about the Champions League. Yeah, you're right, Steve, you're right. Just one crash. I call that a success by my game standards. Thanks for the stream. Okay, yeah, like I say, I am going to call it there. And if you have joined the stream late, we have been playing the console version of Football Manager 2026 on the PS5. I mean, it might just be have a quick look at what's been happening tonight. And it's actually been, to be honest, it's been a very, very poor night tonight. Very, very poor. Champions League results have been awful. Serie A, we won a couple of games, and we lost the Super Cup final. So we're going through a bit of a bad run now, and I've lost my left fullback. So as long as Senegal are in the African Cup of Nations, I might have to, in January, I might have to go out there and loan a left back, you know. I might have to do that. Okay, thanks for that, Trev. Thanks very much. And I shall see everybody, hopefully, on Monday night, about 7:30 again. And hopefully our form picks up and we don't get any crashes. That would be a bonus. Okay, going to call it there. And once again, thanks for everybody who came in. Thanks for contributing in the chat. Thanks for keeping me company and keeping me going. And like I say, we'll see you about 7:30 on Friday night. So I've got the wrong mouse here. I'm trying to talk and do things at the same time. And as we found out tonight, I can't do that. Can't do two things at once. All right, ending the stream. And once again, thanks very much.